You want to play that Shreddy McShredderson riff that I just played and have legions of fans just like me?
Knuckles, hey, what did you think of that awesome guitar run? What do you think? Yeah.
Then stick around and I'm going to show you how. This month's Riff of the Month, I'm doing a little differently because I'm going to do it in 2 steps. I'm going to show you the riff, and I also want to show you a little trick about how I recorded it, kind of a bonus thing about recording these fast, tight kind of passages like this. So let's first talk about the riff. I'm going to include a full tab below in the description so you can see it. I'm not going to run it on the screen like I do sometimes because there's a little too much here. But what this riff is, the kind of run that I call portable, or a portable lick, if you will. And what I mean by that is something that you play that you can learn just in one position, real simply in one key, and then apply it everywhere. You know, sometimes you learn some very complicated riffs and lead lines that pretty much only work where you played them, the way you played them, the key you played them in, and they're not portable. And so the things I like to work on more often are things that once I learn it in one style or in one place, I can apply it all over the place and get a lot of mileage out of it. So this riff came about as kind of an expansion on something else I was doing, which was a simple exercise riff where I was just playing a piece of the scale. I'm in the key of G major or E minor here, and I would just play this practice thing for the alternate pick and just work on my alternate picking, and I would go up from one position of the scale to the next, and it ended up becoming kind of a riff that I could use all over the place, a portable riff. But, you know, it's very plain. It's just one note up, stroke, and then the alternate picking the notes, 3 notes on the next string and back again, and repeating. So I wanted to make something just a little bit more complicated. And what I came up with was the riff that we're teaching today. So very simply, the pattern is this. In this key, I'm starting on the note A, 5th fret, E string, and I'm including a link to the full tab below, by the way, in the description. So I've got that A, and then I go to the 7th fret on the B string, the F sharp, then the E, 5th fret, back up to the 7th fret, then to the G on the 8th fret, and then I repeat the 7, 5, 7. So it's and that whole logical pattern is everything that I'm going to do here. I play it a couple times in that position, and then I just do the same logical thing again in the next position. So it's 7, the B note, then it's G, 8th, 7th, 8th, 10, 8th, so. And I just continue on up the scale. Then I'm in the next position. It's 8, 10, 8, 10, 12, 10. The next position, I'm starting on the 10th fret. And I have the first string 10, and then the second string 12, 10, 12, 13, 12, 10, 12. And the last position I use in this is the E minor position. So I got the 12th fret, and I have 13, 12, 13, 15, 13, 12, 13. And I end the song just with a simple run down the scale, which is not all picked. I just picked the first note on each string. So it's 15, 14, 12, 15, 13, 12, 14, 12, 11. Resolving on what is the 9th or 2nd degree of the scale there, which is something that I like to do often. So what you have here is a pattern, that logic of playing the note, and then that pattern on the 2nd string, a note on the 1st string, and pattern on the 2nd string that is portable. And you can do this in any grouping of strings. I can even reverse it and pedal from the 2nd string to the 1st. So I can start, say, on the 5th fret, and then do that whole pattern on the 1st string instead of the 2nd string. So it's 5 here, and then on the 1st string, 7, 5, 7, 8, 7, 5, 7. It's portable, and you can take all these things in any key and move them around, and they work really well no matter where you're playing them. So now let's jump over to the studio real quickly. I will show you the bonus trick for how I like to record these to make them sound cleaner and really jump out and sound nice when you're hearing them in a track. So we're in the studio here, and what I want to show you is a little trick I use and incorporate when I'm playing these real fast passages to make them sound clearer and cleaner and just be cooler in general. Now the main sound you can see I have on this track here. This is the main lead sound, and the one under it in the second track is the harmony that you see come in when in the video I showed me playing like over the top of myself twice there. And this one main track is the full distorted, but I put next to it, for extra clarity, a pair of stereo guitars that are recorded with almost no distortion at all. So I take the Kemper here and I dial the gain way back. And I've got this almost clean sound. And I record that split stereo along with the main guitar, and it creates that wide effect, but it also, when I'm careful to play it very cleanly, it can really deliver each pick attack of the lead in a much more like precise sounding way. Sometimes it requires me to play it a lot more times to really get them tight, because if you start to wander and get loose with them, it actually has the opposite effect. It makes a mess. So you really want to get the parts clean and right. But that is definitely a way to clean this up. And I'm going to play through it just a couple measures without and then a couple measures with it so you can hear the difference. So you hear it without them now. Okay, and then I add these back in and we do it again. So I think it's a nice little trick to just do that one little extra % that makes the thing sound cleaner and cooler. That's my bonus step 2 kind of trick for you. Okay, so there you have it. There's a little bonus tip of the recording and the actual riff itself. And I hope you guys make good sense of it, and this kind of inspires you to work on your own portable type riffs. You know, if you're coming up with cool stuff and you're making tunes out of them, share them with me. I want to hear what my viewers, you call them my viewers? I feel like I sound obnoxious, like I have a TV show. I have viewers, but I want to hear what you guys are doing. So if you're putting this stuff on SoundCloud or whatever, please share it in the comments below and let me hear what you got out of what I'm teaching. That's why I do this. And until next time, guys, keep making great music. Hey friends, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications. It makes the whole world better.